culture starts at a very early stage in an organization. And culture that doesn't necessarily mean now having glass and open cabins and having table tennis tables from that perspective. It is basically the level of open communication and a constant sense of everyone looking at what does the company stand for. So I think talent is a very tricky part. It's actually one of the determinations between, I wouldn't say failure, but success and delayed success, or average performance and really great performance. And the question is, when we start off as entrepreneurs and the passion that we bring to the business, we always think we're the best person to solve every single problem in the company, and we couldn't be more wrong than that. So I think everyone needs to have their own benchmark of people that they're bringing in at core. Within what period of time do you assess whether it's beneficial for them to continue and be with you for the next 10 years, and how beneficial it is for you to have them for the next 10 years? To me, the cycle has always been about 6 months when you assess in a very blunt manner, give it all you've got, and go forward. I think the other challenge is that we always kind of hire for today. Normally, as an entrepreneur, we think, I've got to cut my coat according to my cloth. I have a budget, and I'm going to work on that budget, and I'm going to hire at that level. And I think part of the problem we do face is that we need to have a mixture of people who we've hired for 2 years later. Because otherwise, the problem seems to be that at the end of when the company grows, 50% of them may not be able to grow past a certain level. And then you've got a rift in the company. And it takes almost a year of churn for that to necessarily change. Core competence is definitely an important element. But really, the values that that person brings, does it match the culture? Maybe you need to take a walk with them. Maybe you need to take a run with them. But sometimes you get to know in different environments with different people what everyone stands for. But I would say our success ratio went up when the line of thinking, when the culture, when there was a cultural fit. I think what today people come to work for is really to get inspired. So I think a currency, and I talk to a lot of people who are starting up or have been at 3 years or 5 years in a company, and we've invested in many of them. And I think the first thing that comes out is they keep saying, I can't afford these people, so what should I do? Now, it's a difficult one, but I would say when the currency of money is tight, inspire. Because you have no idea how you can attract incredible talent and retain incredible talent if you can inspire. Because most people want to come because they also want to learn something. They want to look up to the person who they're working for. And if that environment can be created, I think it's an incredible currency. Outside of the normal currency of finance, ESOP, and many others. And the last I would say is, what is the level of communication in your company? Because if your level of communication and openness in a company is not high, chances are that retention is not going to happen. Nobody's going to feel involved unless they feel they're part of everything. Bad news is shared faster, and as equally important as good news is shared. And how open is the company's culture?